From Love Connection to Wheel of Fortune, Chuck Woolery spent many years in Hollywood, but now the former TV host says his support for President Trump destroyed his career. Tweeted this yesterday. To answer your question, yes, I have pretty much destroyed my career by openly supporting Trump and letting all know I'm a conservative. Painful at times, but true. After all is said and done, it was my choice and I can live with it. I would do it all over again. Former TV host and current co-host of the Blunt Force Truth podcast, Chuck Woolery, joins us. Chuck, there's no doubt in your mind you'd be hosting a show if you didn't choose to support the president?
Oh, maybe or maybe not. I don't know about that. But it's like in every day, what happens, we go through phases in our lives. And a lot of people like Joe Namath, who's a sports guy, is now doing commercials and things like that. And so my career kind of phased into commercial life. And so I have several companies that I represent, and they are bombarded as anybody who wants to advertise on Blunt Force Truth. They come on, and these people sit in their basement, and they make it look like there are thousands of people complaining about Chuck Woolery or about the products and who he represents, and how can you possibly let this fascist, racist guy represent your company when none of it is true. And these are the same people, by the way, who I get on Twitter that said, geez, I watched you when I was growing up. I loved you. I thought you were so great. We used to laugh and everything. What happened to you?
Nothing happened. So, Chuck, I remember when you hosted Wheel of Fortune. You were great. To do Love Connection, you don't it's not a game show where you just got to keep the show moving. You got to draw people out who aren't used to being on camera. That show lasted forever. It really hinged on your personality. You have that Carson-like way of making that person, even if they're not famous with the Love Connect situation, seem important. And if I'm a money man and I come up with, or a woman, and I come up with a great idea, I would say, the heck with who he votes for. I need a pro. Why wouldn't they? What do I have wrong?
I appreciate that. I really do, Brian. Those are very nice compliments. Well, what you have wrong is these ad agencies are inundated, and the companies who you represent are just inundated with all of this negative. It's not true. They just make this stuff up and throw it out because they want to destroy your life. They don't want to just disagree with you.
I hear you.
They are so vehement and so virulent. They just want to destroy you, and that's their purpose. And
right.
So anyway, the interesting thing about this is it was kind of a self-deprecating tweet that I sent out because I know I'm shadow banned, and they just, I've got about 650 or 700,000 followers. And I know that half of them don't get what I say. So I sent this thing out, and just as kind of a test, because it made me look like I was losing in life. And it just went crazy. It was the biggest tweet I've ever had in my life.
Positive or negative?
As long as you're a loser, they love you.
Positive or negative?
But
so
I'm not a loser.
I know, you never will be. Real quick, this UC Berkeley grad student went out and tweeted, and went after rural America. Listen to this tweet, now deleted. I unironically embrace the bashing of rural Americans. They are, as a group, as bad people, have made bad life decisions. Some, I assume, are good people, but this nostalgia for some imagined pastoral way of life is stupid, and we should shame people who aren't pro-city. Really? That's the Berkeley mindset. Your reaction?
I'm sorry I couldn't hear you for all the noise in the condo next door. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Look, we're now depending on grad students to make our decisions in life. I grew up in rural America. Most of us probably grew up in rural America. It's always kind of under attack by the left and by the academia. I'm tired of these people who are saying the truth is not really the truth. It's what you perceive it to be. They sit in their ivory towers and they make these decisions from arrogance and make us feel small. Everything they do just drips of arrogance toward the common person. And I'm a common person. I've always felt that way. I always felt like Hollywood was a tuxedo and I was a brown pair of shoes. I didn't really fit in because I was kind of a common guy. And I thought like common people. And even though I'm a celebrity, what I do on Blunt Force Truth and everything I'm doing, and I feel it's just a common kind of approach. It's not a celebrity approach. But,
humble,
that's me.
But uncommonly talented. Chuck Woolery, thanks so much. I appreciate it.